Before supercars, before muscle cars, before highways stretched across entire nations, there was a machine so simple and unassuming that no one could have predicted the revolution it was about to unleash. A basic black car with no fancy curves, no performance bragging rights, no luxurious features. Yet it held more power to change the world than any exotic machine ever built. This was the Model T, the car that didn't promise speed or beauty, but promised something far more meaningful: access, opportunity, and equality on the road. It was the vehicle that took the automobile out of the hands of the elite and placed it firmly into the lives of ordinary people. But how did this humble machine reshape society, industry, and even the way humans live? This is the story of the car that started it all. At the dawn of the 1900s, when cars were not tools of mobility, they were rare playthings for the wealthy. Hand-built, fragile, slow, and impossibly expensive, they served more as status symbols than as practical transportation. Streets were ruled by horses, travel was slow, and the idea of commuting long distances felt unrealistic. For most people, life revolved around the limitations of geography. But beneath the noise of clattering hooves and dusty roads, a quiet hunger was growing. Cities were expanding, people were dreaming of new opportunities, and the idea of personal freedom, the ability to travel anywhere, anytime, was beginning to take shape. What the world needed wasn't luxury, it needed accessibility. Automakers, stuck in old methods, built cars one at a time. No two cars were identical, and each took countless hours of skilled labor. And the result? Sky-high prices and limited supply. Ordinary workers couldn't even imagine owning a car. But then came a different question, one simple enough to sound obvious today. What if cars could be built faster, cheaper, and exactly the same every time? What if they could be produced not as bespoke machines, but as products for the masses? The answer came in 1908, and it rolled forward on 4 steel wheels. The Model T arrived without extravagance or flair, yet it was engineered with purpose at every corner. It was tough, simple to repair, and built to handle rough dirt roads, harsh weather, and the unpredictable conditions of early American life. It could run on multiple types of fuel: gasoline, kerosene, even ethanol, because its creators knew people in rural areas didn't always have options. It was the opposite of the delicate machines that came before it. But the real brilliance wasn't in the machine itself, it was in the method behind it. Enter the moving assembly line, one of the most important inventions in modern history. Instead of building one car from start to finish, workers performed a single task as the car moved past them. Efficiency skyrocketed. A process that once took 12 hours now took just 90 minutes. As production speed increased, the price dropped dramatically, from over $800 to under $300. For the first time, a factory worker could buy the very product he helped build. A farmer could reach markets miles away. A family could visit relatives who once felt impossibly distant. The Model T wasn't advanced technology, it was accessible technology. And accessibility is what changes the world. Suddenly, life expanded. Rural families weren't isolated anymore. Workers could commute to cities. Doctors could reach patients faster. Goods could be delivered across distances that were once unthinkable. Entire industries rose alongside the growing ownership of cars: gas stations, motels, roadside restaurants, repair shops, suburbs. Modern mobility was born, not from luxury vehicles, but from one affordable machine that made travel universal. The Model T didn't just change transportation, it reshaped society. It altered how people lived, worked, traveled, and connected. Even the workplace transformed. Better wages, shorter hours, the rise of consumer culture all emerged from this new era of mass production. Millions of workers found new opportunities within an industry that seemed limitless. And culturally, on something even bigger happened: the birth of car culture itself. Road trips, Sunday drives, cruising, open highways. These experiences came from the freedom of owning a personal vehicle. Cars were no longer cold machines. They became expressions of independence, ambition, and identity. The Model T's most powerful legacy wasn't mechanical, it was psychological. It expanded people's understanding of possibility. Suddenly, the world felt bigger and more reachable. A young family could drive to a new town and discover opportunities. A teenager could explore distant places. A generation could dream beyond its neighborhood. The car became more than transportation. It became empowerment. Today, the world we know, highways, suburbs, global travel, car culture, exists because one simple machine dared to be universal. The Model T didn't need beauty or speed. It didn't need prestige. It needed only one goal: to give every person a chance to move forward. Luxury cars inspire dreams. Supercars inspire awe. But the Model T inspired humanity. It took life off the farm and onto the road. It connected towns, created industries, and shaped the rhythm of modern society. Sometimes the greatest revolutions don't roar. They simply keep moving, 1 mile at a time.